You gotta
puppies.
suck up to Dan.
No, it's actually not as hard as you think. If you do know somebody, myself or anybody,
Gotta have an in.
Yeah.
No,
a lot
no.
of people pet Dan.
we take about 100 volunteers every year for the Puppy Bowl because we need puppy wranglers. As I said, we have so many dogs. We need people to literally be out in the waiting area with the dogs and help carry them from the waiting area to the stage, and the stage being the field. So if you are one of those volunteers, that's usually the first line of defense when it comes to getting them adopted. So if you can get in there early on, absolutely. But the other thing we say, and this is just to echo Jill's point, go to animalplanet.com, not to just plug the website.
/adopt.
Yeah, you go there and you will get hooked up with, if not that dog, if that dog happens to be, guess what? They're part of a litter, most likely. So there's like 3 other brothers and sisters that are still waiting for adoption in the shelter.
And with the older dogs, the shelters are littered with them, no pun intended. So, if you see and you decide that the older dog is for you, which hopefully it will be, I guarantee you walk into your local shelter, there will be so many wonderful animals waiting.
Testimony on older dogs, because we foster dogs in my house, and our first foster was an older dog, a 5-year-old dog, which makes her middle-aged, right? And the best fit I had young kids at the time. Now they're older kids, and it was the perfect fit for our family. And that's what I want people to realize about older dogs, is that often them being calmer, them being perhaps housebroken, used to people, makes them the right fit for a busy family.
They've been there, done that. And what I always say in rescue, being involved in this for so long, it's not about a home, it's about the right home. What we don't want is an animal going back into the shelter system. So it's up to us and the shelters to really make the perfect match. So if you have a newborn baby at home, you might not want to think about a puppy because you've already got a baby.
That was our situation,
right?
Yeah, the older dog was perfect.
Yeah, and if you're a senior person, a real young dog might be a little too active for you, but also, maybe a middle age for a senior, because sometimes senior, if, depending on what the situation is medically, that might not be the perfect match either. But again, it's just knowing your lifestyle, knowing what's best for you, and you can fall in love with any one of them, as we all do, but really making the perfect match for how you live and what your life is all about.